PC2, PS5 and Xbox X. When the AI bubble finally pops. Me, boss, I need time off. My boss, what game gets released? Me. You won't buy coffee at Starbucks in support of the union. I won't buy it cause I think it's disgusting. We are not the same. I'll give you $60 to make this doctor's appointment for me. Kid, did they have scary movies when you were a kid? Me, we had scary everything when I was a kid. Drinking alcohol at 9 AM. Drinking alcohol at 9 AM at the airport. How I look at bro during World War when he says bot lobby after out a village of women and children. How it feels to argue with older people who think they're right just for being older. What's in the box? I told our friends we would host Thanksgiving. Dear Apple, at no point will I ever text someone he will yeah. When someone rests their head on my shoulder so it becomes my life purpose to stay still as possible. The coronavirus pandemic is over. Meanwhile, humanity in 2050. Corona Circus. 30 years together. Kudos to the melon for collecting all its seeds in a pile instead of scattering them all over the fruit like a reffing watermelon. Remember when a series of unfortunate events was a book and not your life? Someone making an annoying noise. My overstimulated A. Is this a crime deserving the Seth sentence? Friendly reminder, drink some water you beautiful and capable but dehydrated B. My English skills. English in my mind. English I speak. My face when people tell me they can sleep for 8 hours straight without waking up at all. Putting a different country's flag on my lawn to make it harder for GeoGuessr players to guess where they are. Long. United States. The stock market is so sick because when it goes up we get nothing and when it goes down we all lose our jobs. My great grandpa at 16 versus me at 16. Testosterone has left the chat. The universe knew I couldn't flirt so she gave me seductive eyes. Instagram. 1 star. Very bad app. Why do girls always disappear and become Instagram user right after I talk? Trying to get up to go to work but procrastination selected me as the chosen one. OMG, the new AI model is so advanced, it's even dumber now. Item won't scan. Me, I guess it's free then. Cashier. These stray dogs are getting ridiculous, man. I was talking to my wife and said I know how you get Bill from William and Bob from Robert but how do you get D from Richard? She said ask nicely I guess. Customer, I would like to buy a bagel with cream cheese. Me, sorry we only take cash. Manager, can I talk to you? I'm gonna be a dad. Just be yourself. Okay well I did and now there's autism allegations. Stop being so hard on yourself in the middle of a societal collapse. Mom, you can tell me anything I won't be mad. Also mom when I tell I accidentally dropped a vase. Me trying to act fun after nobody answers my question. When the teacher starts erasing the board and you haven't finished copying. Gun owners when they hear someone breaking into their house at 1 AM. When you come home from vacation and your smart TV updated. How it feels driving around with no tint. Shorty got a praise kink so I pulled up with ease. I have built this company with nothing but my 2 hands. $5 million loan from their father. Me and the baddie I pulled by being funny. 50 Shades of Grey is romantic only because the guy's a billionaire. If he was living in a trailer it would be a Criminal Minds episode. Yelling you already did that move at a strip. I once made up having a son whilst talking to a Tesco delivery driver because I was embarrassed by how many bird's eye chicken dippers I had ordered. The brain-eating amoebas of Kerosene Creek. Had a brain-eating amoeba once, poor fella died of hunger. Me to my AI enabled smart fridge in 2038. Do we have any milk left? My fridge. Wow. Now that's a question worth exploring. By asking me something like that, you have proven that you're not thinking in ordinary ways. You're dialed into what's really vital about food. Let's dive in. Me just trying to enjoy the story mode, the damn train. What people think is difficult. What is actually difficult? Women, why do you look at random dump trucks when we are out? Men, you look at them too. When you unexpectedly show up at the Olympic Games, tada. When I'm on aux and someone says turn that bullshit off. Come on guys, what the hell is this tree that you can't even climb? Boomers, weak men create hard times. Millennials and Zoomers, you're the weak men who created hard times. This is the photo that pops up when you click student life on a college website. Here is ChatGPT 5.1, enjoy. When you get a good meme idea but can't remember the name of the template you have in mind. This looks like Japan. No, you gotta look at the road lines and street signs to be sure. This looks like Japan. They are so wrong for this. Help you here. Hearing aid center. Introverts in public. I can't sing. Introverts at home. How it feels to be in your 20s. I need a break from these screens. Ah, that's better. Final confession before I go. I have never once looked at my own boo. What the actual F, Doris? Why would you share this? Jesus Christ, grandma, what the hell? Not everyone realizes this, but if you clean the pile of receipts out of a purse and stack them together, it makes a teeny tiny book about why you're broke. Oh geez, remember this keyboard. Uma Thurman's advice for her daughter was keep your shoes on when filming with Tarantino. My new anxiety medication. My new list of side effects. 20 minutes into Netflix and chill, you gotta turn over and give her this look. Good morning. The coffee's brewing and my impenetrable shield of sarcasm is forming. I'll be ready to face the fresh horrors of the day in about 10 minutes. When you losing Clash Royale so bad, your cancel button starts working. My biggest fear is chasing after a ping pong ball in front of a large group of people my age. Me after seeing that one ant in the sink and turning on the tap nevertheless. OMG, I can't believe it's Gary Oldman. You can barely recognize him. Meanwhile, Gary Oldman. I was doing stuff. I'm stuff. Wait. Samurai hairstyle in animes. Real samurais back then. PC when choosing update and restart. I sleep. PC when choosing update and shut down. Real she. VTuber lore, VTuber model, VTuber personality. Worst she can say is no, meow. When I take my friend fishing to cheer him up, but instead of having fun we catch his daughter's shoe that went missing 6 years ago. How my dad looks at me after he forgets his password. For much of history, stories were passed down from generation to generation through oral tradition. Even massive tomes like the Odyssey were memorized and recited word for word. I just had to reread the heating instructions for the frozen corn dogs we have been buying for years. I always wash myself every single time. The cockroaches, the flies and the mosquitoes every time they land on a random surface. Every single day there is something to do and I'm sick of it. Icons fact of the day. Tree roots are flammable and can burn underground unnoticed for prolonged periods of time, spreading wildfires.
Spare change, ma'am.